Sean Strickland versus Paulo Costa needs to happen right away. That is literally the perfect matchup for both of them. Every other middleweight is booked up right now except for those two. They need to fight right now. That fight would also be a certified banger. Paulo Costa is probably one of the top 5 kings of the social media game in MMA. And guess who else is up there with him? Sean Strickland. The back and forth on social media would be amazing. The press conference would be amazing. That would just be a great fight all around. Also, it's a super interesting stylistic matchup. The only thing about that though is there will not be a finish in this fight, and this fight will 100% not go to the ground. But I can see a really entertaining war. Here's what's so interesting about this fight. Sean Strickland struggles against fighters that come forward and put the pressure on him. We saw this with Dricus du Plessis and Jared Cannonier. So the question is, can Paulo Costa put that same pace on Sean Strickland? And honestly, I personally believe he absolutely can do that. Think about the Dricus du Plessis fight and the Jared Cannonier fight. Super duper close fights, but Sean Strickland did not have the optics to win that fight. The optics were in the favor of Dricus and of Jared. Now, let's look back at Paulo Costa's last fight against Robert Whittaker. Who had the better optics in that fight? It was Paulo Costa. He was landing the bigger shots, and he did more damage to Robert Whittaker. And he made the fight seem a lot closer than it actually was. So I could see this fight going like this. Paulo Costa coming forward, marching down Sean Strickland. And then Sean Strickland, he hits him with the jab, the 2, but it doesn't look like he's doing too much. He's just getting pushed back by Paulo Costa. Paulo Costa is landing shots. Maybe he rocks Sean Strickland. And the optics look terrible for Sean Strickland. And then he can beat Sean Strickland in a decision. It would honestly probably be a split decision. The real interesting thing though is if this fight would be 3 or 5 rounds. I'm not gonna lie, in a 3-round fight, I give the edge to Paulo Costa. In a 5-round fight, I give the edge to Sean Strickland. But that fight's really interesting to me, honestly. I would love to see that fight because in my mind, it can go a lot of ways. Now look, I know Sean Strickland was offered the fight and he didn't get the amount of money he wanted, so we may or may not see this fight. But listen, UFC, Dana White, let this fight happen. The fans want to see it. I want to see it. Dana, I need to see this fight right now. Please announce this fight. Put this on UFC 302. That card needs a fight like this. Here's the thing though, no matter who wins this fight, they do not deserve a title shot. That's the brutal truth. I think the winner of this fight should fight the loser of Robert Whittaker versus Khamzat Chimaev. And then if they win that fight, they can get a title shot. Yo, I'm not gonna lie though, middleweight's kind of banging lately. I'm kind of in love with how the middleweight division is right now. This is like peak middleweight division in the modern era of the UFC. But hey, what do you guys think about this? Do you guys agree with my matchups here, or do you disagree? What other matchups should they make instead? Should they involve Jared Cannonier? I know I didn't involve him, but you know, no one knows about Jared Cannonier. No one involves Jared Cannonier in any of their matchups. So yeah, do you disagree? Do you agree with my matchups? And do you agree with my take on Paulo Costa versus Sean Strickland? Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. It means so much, too much to me. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.